Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Coolangatta Gold Coast Volleyball World Beach Pro Tour Futures event on the beautiful east coast of Queensland, Australia. My name is Ben Abbott and we welcome you this morning. We also welcome our first referee, Mr. Pete Bowie, up on the stand to commence proceedings here on our centre court. All a part of Volley Slam, 4 massive events hosted by Volleyball Australia, and this event brought to you by Volleyball World. Thanks for joining us on the coverage this morning. Second match of the day here on centre court. My name is Ben Abbott, and it is my pleasure to broadcast this fantastic event in this beautiful part of the world as we see the combination from England, the number 3 seeds, Joaquin Bello and Javier Bello, the twins and the brothers, taking on the Switzerland combination of Emmanuel Zucher and Jonathan Jordan. First points on the board for England, 1-0 scoreboard. A nice swing there from Emmanuel Zucher to kick things off. So we got 1 point all. Fantastic backdrop that is the Coolangatta Gold Coast. Thanks for joining us wherever you are around the world. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. As Mr. Jonathan Fogarty mentioned in our previous broadcast, it is a pleasure to have you here with us. We just saw New Zealand take the win over Australia in 2 sets. Comfortable win. Pushed at stages, but New Zealand never looked out of their depth. We see this match with a 2-1 scoreboard. Opens up is Jonathan Jordan this time. Hard at the defense. It's fantastic to see. This match here is a round of 12. Single elimination, must win. Winners through to the quarterfinals. Unfortunately, the other team will exit the competition and finish with a 9th place finish. We see a lovely high line shot there from England. Nice play there. Fast tempo there from the Swiss. Jonathan Jordan finding a way through the uprights. It's the first time we've had the English combination on centre court here. Lovely high line shot down over the block for a 4-3 advantage to England. So the English combination in the blue. Javier and Joaquin Bello taking on Switzerland's Emmanuel Zucher and Jonathan Jordan. He gets up, he's in the right spot, just sends it a bit wide, and the change of pace is too quick as the teams will adjust their tactics and their choices as this first set unfolds. Finding out the tactics, finding out the rhythm of both teams. That is a fantastic shot there. Out of system, ever so slightly with the set off the net. And drops it really, really fine, evading the big 6'6" Zucher. A bit of a cheeky smile through the net there from Jonathan Jordan, knowing the serve didn't quite come off the hand as crisply as they would have liked. So in system this time for England. Again, so explosive and so fast out of the sand, this English combination. Not this time, though. Ever-present block. He's been getting touches early in this first set, and they now have a 2-point buffer at 7-5. This time on Jonathan Jordan. Again, going with the fast pace. Crushes it down the line, but he sends it wide. So the pressure of the block just building that little bit more. 8-5 on the scoreboard. England's way. Bello, originally from Madrid in Spain, as they made their way to England. And he gets a block at the net this time. Fantastic stuff. Timeout called here from Switzerland. They trail this first set 9-5. When they return and switch, we'll be back to it for the second round of action. Shout out and a big thank you to Hancock Prospecting, the AIS, Mokasa, and Volleyball Australia for all their support and help with the Volleyball World Beach Pro Tour event here on the Coolangatta Gold Coast, as well as Tourism and Events Queensland, having us and hosting us here at Coolangatta Beach. Thanks for joining us once again. Commentator Ben Abbott here on the Volleyball World broadcast and streaming service. Thanks for joining us around the world, wherever you are. Drop a line, let us know. Make sure you are using the hashtags like a pro. Tag your athletes. Get your snaps and celebrate International Beach Volleyball back with a newly branded Beach Pro Tour here on the Gold Coast Futures event. Nice little rally to kickstart out of the timeout. Continues now. Opportunity for England. Goes the pokey rainbow and sends that one over the baseline. So very nice rally and a good, confident point there from the Swiss. Jonathan Jordan to the baseline now. Originally out of Aurach, Germany, but now based in Switzerland. Into the net he goes. England to double figures here. 10-6 scoreboard. They go on Jordan again, and oh, he just falls on the net on the block. Taking the pace off, and the change of tempo from the Swiss once more, asking questions of the English duo. As that ball goes long there to the Bello or Bello twins from England. They competed in the King of the Court in Doha. They got an 11th place finish there. A couple of podium finishes in 2021, including a first in Coolangatta in Portugal in August last year. So making a name for themselves, this young English combination, both 21 years of age, of course, being twins. We welcome them, as we do to all our international teams, with open arms. Scoreboard of 9 points, serving 11. One away from the technical timeout. The English duo hustling and getting a stuff block on the wraparound play. England somehow find the winner there and hold the 3-point buffer as they go to the technical timeout. 12-9 when we return. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Ben Abbott here, your courtside commentator for the Beach Pro Tour Gold Coast Futures event in Australia. A pleasure and a privilege to host an event as we have England taking on Switzerland, the number 3 seeds from England, number 12 seeds of Austria. As the English lead 13-9. In this first set action. Off the top of the uprights. Very powerful swing on 2 there from Emmanuel Zucher. Big 6'6" man from Switzerland. Getting a couple of very, very handy results over the past couple of days. Both teams progressing their way into the single elimination round here. Joaquin Bello. Like we said, originally from Madrid in Spain, now based in London. Gets a one-handed touch on the block, doesn't quite control it. An outstretched defensive partner couldn't get a touch on that ball. So 14 serving 11 scoreboard. And Jordan Zucher will go back to the serve now. Sorry, Jonathan Jordan. Just combined 2 last names there, but Jonathan Jordan was the serve. The cut shot this time from Joaquin. Javier with the serve going on Jordan. And a fantastic shot high down the line into the corner. So the Swiss combination just finding a rhythm now in their offense, and they can get a couple of strong defensive points. A tough serve here. They'll bring it back at a closer margin. And the cut shot is good. Tagging the sideline on the way through. Bit of a guess, an adjustment call required from the big man at the net of Switzerland. We go around at a 16-12 scoreboard, England's way. The twins Javier and Joaquin Bello with the lead and the advantage. Fantastic swing there, Emmanuel Zucher on 2. Using the uprights of the block. A nice little play there. And the tail of tape here for these boys of Switzerland coming into this match with a couple of wins. They've battled their way through the competition and made their way into the top 12. Having a loss against Israel in their first round matchup and a win in their second round, pushing them through to the round of 12. The English got a win in their first round and lost their second in a tight match. Up 16-14, but Switzerland fighting back really, really well here. Bring it back to within just 1 point now. 15 serving 16, causing a timeout to be called from the English combination of Joaquin Bello and Javier Bello, 15-16. Ladies and gentlemen, once we return, we do appreciate your support and joining us on the coverage of this Beach Pro Tour Futures event on the Coolangatta Beach, Gold Coast, Queensland. Hello and welcome to all our viewers around the world, especially you, Mark Peterson. Pleasure to miss your face around the tour, my friend. We'd love to have you back in and amongst our fantastic community. living the life over there in Western Australia. Hope you're well, sir. The athletes return here on centre court. We've got the English pairing of Joaquin Bello and Javier Bello of England in the lead by 1, but the Swiss on a very, very good run. It's just so common you see a service error out of a timeout, and whether you call that a coach's point or even just a intimidation factor timeout, England hold that 2-point buffer at 17-15. They go on Jordan once more. The fast tempo outside once again. And again, the block from Javier. Getting a very, very good piece of it, and he just pushes it wide once more. Allowing the Swiss to stay in touch. 16 serving 17. Zucher to the serve. Down the line hard. And he gets the block as well. Emmanuel Zucher controlling the entirety of that point. 17 all, just like that. They go down the line again. And Javier, no block and a great, crisp, high contact snap as they go around 18-17. The Englishman in the lead. Very, very good end and runner points from the Swiss. And it's side-out beach volleyball to maintain. The lead for England. Defensive play required to bring back the 2-point buffer. High ball, jump set. On to, finds it, is Jonathan Jordan. Good skills from the big man. 6'6" he stands. 6'7" on a good day. 18 all. Tarsay serve, and now the Swiss have the lead. Wow, what a run from this combination of Switzerland. Zucher and Jordan. Very, very healthy run of points. They go on Javier once more. Hides down the line. Defense is there but can't control it. Back level once more. 19s. Magic number of 21 points within reach for both teams. The Englishmen have gone on Jonathan Jordan. For the most part of this set, they go there again. Dropping it short. So the Swiss keeps it inside. Composed himself and finds the sideline. Set point Switzerland. The advantage in this match. Up for grabs now. One defensive play. The Englishman can side out and force it beyond 21 points. They do so. So 20 points all, level once again. First team to get the advantage by 2 will take this first set, the advantage in this men's round of 12 main draw matchup. Our winners progressing through to the quarterfinals later on this afternoon. And unfortunately, the other team will exit the competition and finish in the 9th place. As we see a fantastic cut shot, Jonathan Jordan. Well read from the young Joaquin Bello. Set point opportunity once more for Switzerland. The wraparound play. The cut shot is fantastic over the middle of the net. For all those youngsters out there, that's the shot, and that's how you want to play a cut shot. Aiming for the middle of the net and cutting it super, super fine. Perfectly executed there from the English combination. 21 points all. Tight pass, change of tempo, and away from the body. Jonathan Jordan snapping it down into the corner of the court. Fantastic swing there almost contorting his body. 22-21, and that gets it done. Not the way they would have liked, but they will absolutely take it. And they take that first set, 23-21. Switzerland, the number 12 seeds, over England, the number 3 seeds of Joaquin Bello and Javier Bello. Second set action very, very soon. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Second set action underway here. We see a fantastic start by the Swiss combination. You see Switzerland there, Emmanuel Zucher and Jonathan Jordan in the white, and England, Joaquin Bello and Javier Bello. I'm joined in commentary. Pleasure, privilege, sir, to be with you once again. Jonathan Fogarty, welcome.
Thank you, Ben Abbott. This has been a really interesting game. These are two teams I've never really seen before. They're so young. The Bello twins, 21 years of age, and then we've got Zucher and Jordan, also 21. So the future of beach volleyball in good hands. Great Britain versus Switzerland. 4 21-year-olds, my goodness. I've got beach volleyball shorts older than that. Compelling rally. Look at that pickup. Goodness me, it was a hard-fought first set, Ben Abbott, and then just off the block. That's frustrating.
Absolutely, Jonathan. And you mentioned how young these athletes are. I myself do not have a pair of shorts that are 21 years old, but these athletes are so bright for their futures in the sport, and exciting, explosive, raw talent coming out of Europe and the UK at the moment. And we see a fantastic drop shot, really good skills from all 4 athletes. Timeout already called by the English twins. It's a 4-0 scoreboard to kick things off.
Yeah, for Zucher and Jordan, they did it tough in the first set, but they've come out absolutely lighting it up in the second. So how often do you see that, Ben, when a team just goes neck and neck?
They're really explosive. In that first set, they were so fast. They got off to a red-hot start. But the Swiss just changed their tactics at the end there. Emmanuel Zucher specifically got involved, orchestrating from the baseline, taking in and taking the space at the net. And the Englishman couldn't find a solution to counteract the Zucher block. So we come back out. It's a 4-0 scoreboard. Switzerland with the lead.
Emmanuel Zucher, 198 centimetres tall, so he's certainly the tallest athlete out there. He's waiting at the net patiently, but that's a nice hard-driven ball off his hands and out. The combination from Switzerland, Zucher and Jordan, they played a few tournaments on the Swiss tour in the last 12 months. They've got 3rds and 4ths and 5ths. So they're there or thereabouts on their national tour, and they've come out to this event on the World Tour, the Futures event. I guess one of the things this event is all about is about giving an entry into the World Tour for these teams that don't have main draw ranking points. They're not a top 16 team in the world. This is about how do we bring that next generation of young athlete and give them this World Tour experience. So a team from Switzerland, a team from Great Britain have travelled all the way to Australia, to Coolangatta Beach, to start getting some World Tour points. It's wonderful for the sport.
No better location either. Am I right, Jonathan Fogarty?
I'm hardly going to argue with that logic. A proud Gold Coaster that I've been for many years. How great to see beach volleyball here on Coolangatta Beach. A nice little comeback from the Bello brothers, Javier and Joaquin. Just making a 4-0 deficit. They've come out of the timeout and they've really switched on a couple of really solid blocks. 3-4 now, so that's what they wanted. They used their timeout early. The teams only get one timeout, so to use it at 4-0 down, you've got not a lot of other tactical plays available to you, so they've made the most of it. That's a better roll shot. That was Jonathan Jordan on that occasion, the 185 centimetres, so he's only 6'1" and a bit compared to 198. Zucher, he's a monster at 198, nearly 2 metres. That's a lot of Swiss volleyball athlete. He's going to get in there and do most of the blocking, as we've seen.
How is the jump and the leap from that young man? I believe that is Joaquin Bello. He got up high and just out-jumped the 6'5" man. Unbelievable. So they go on Jonathan Jordan again. Rhythm starting to go in the English favour, but just like that, we're level. Ball goes wide, 5 points all now. So serve just going long there and crushed inside by Joaquin Bello.
I think that was in. We're just going to check the ball mark. Goodness me, what a snap from the young man. He has got that is a satisfying feeling, so I've heard, Ben Abbott.
Absolutely. Oh, look, I've also heard stories, but yeah, no, I've seen and heard stories of the great young Jonathan Fogarty back in the day, and those 21-year-old shorts are probably framed back at home from your winningest days.
Oh, no, the Moths have eaten them. That's a shame, though, in transition to reach in and touch the net. And I guess they're the sorts of errors we're going to see for these 21-year-olds. We talked about the experience, and this is part of the experience journey for them. A transition ball like that, just to reach in and touch the net like that is an error that he will want to erase from his repertoire. So 6 points to 7. The Bello brothers from Great Britain playing some D at the moment, getting hands on the base. So he's showing good composure, the shorter of the Swiss athletes. So hard to pick which way this match is going to go, Ben Abbott.
It really, really is. I think two very evenly matched teams. The Bello brothers, very, very quick in defense, aggressive players, and the difference right now is the errors, which we saw a couple points ago, which didn't have touch on their transition, and again, coming down to consistency we spoke about in the previous match. That's what's required at this level of competition for international beach volleyball.
There's actually 3 Bello brothers, Ben. An elder brother, one Enrique, who's a couple of years older than the twins. And for these guys, the Bello brothers, they had a really good king of the court in Doha. They took an 11th place at that. So that's also a nice kind of an experience boost. Different format to this one, Ben, as I know our viewers might not be aware, but that was not a bad kind of week for the Bello brothers to come and get 11th place, the king of the beach in Doha. So they're clearly building up, and it's probably a no-brainer to say these guys are fighting hard to get one of those spots at Birmingham in the Com Games in a couple of months' time.
Absolutely, and what a way to leave your mark in the international scene and jumping into a very, very new and unique format of the beach volleyball game.
Little birdie told me, Ben Abbott, that King of the Beach, King of the Court format might be emerging in Australia sometime soon.
There is, yes, rumours progressing, but yet to be confirmed.
Unconfirmed.
Unconfirmed. Very exciting prospects, though, for the sport in Australia, and very exciting times.
Excellent roll shot
as the
there.
world opens up.
Oh, isn't it? Manuel Zucher there, just hitting a nice ball. And the Bello brothers have actually had some success. They played in that Coolangatta event in Portugal last year, and they took a first place in that World Tour event. So they've got some game, the Bello brothers, and they look very, very comfortable. Gee, they'd love to get through to a quarterfinal though, Ben Abbott.
Absolutely, it's still work to be done. Trailing the down 1 set to love, and a very, very tight set, 23-21. So it's still yet to be decided which way this is going to go. So we see a transition in defense. Opportunity once more on two, drops it short, but Jordan's there. He'll get up now. And the high line shot for him that has been so effective finds the corner.
And that is such a sapping point of beach volleyball, Ben. I mean, they're playing big defense. They're jumping high. They're running down line shots and cut shots. To be young again, 21 years of age. These guys can ball like that all day. Sand in Coolangatta, a lot of these athletes that play in Europe and play different parts of the world, they come to Coolangatta and they find the sand here to be incredibly deep. Although I suppose when you're 198 centimetres, it doesn't really matter. But boy, oh boy, it's a taxing sand here. This is a jumper's sand. As we go into the technical timeout, Zucher, Jordan, the Swiss lead 11-10 and 1 set to love in this match. Welcome back to Coolangatta Beach and the Beach Pro Tour, the Volleyball Futures event, part of Volleyball World's World Tour Series. And this is an event showcasing some of the up-and-coming teams that are trying to make their mark on the World Tour, the Beach Pro Tour. So we don't feature our top 16 teams in the world at these events. This is an entryway, a pathway for these young and upcoming teams. We've got two 21-year-old combinations here. Emmanuel Zucher and Jonathan Jordan from Switzerland. They're in the white against the brothers Bello, Javier and Joaquin from Great Britain. That's the number 2, Joaquin Bello. I don't know who's the elder, though, both born on the same day, but that's the thing with twins. They always want to make a point of who's the oldest one. If you're a twin out there and you're watching our coverage, give us a shout out. Tell us if your mum's favourite. You know you are. Not sure which one of the Bello brothers is mum's favourite. That's a great roll shot. He's shown some wonderful court craft. Jonathan Jordan, the 185 centimetre athlete from Switzerland. They wrapped up a really tight first set. Just have a tiniest of leads, 13-11 in the second. As we said, this is sudden death. The loser of this match, their tournament is over in Coolangatta. That's a great defensive pickup. Again, Jordan is quietly having a real say on this match. He's going to get another opportunity. The line, no, the cross court has gone out. Oh, he's going to be filthy. Joaquin Bello played great defense, transitioned, went for a big angle, couldn't land it. So that's on the back of some wonderful beach volleyball from Jonathan Jordan, 14-11. Jordan again from Switzerland, asking questions of the Bello brothers. That's a wonderful drop shot, but he's right there. Oh, it's crafty from the Swiss. Absolutely outstanding from Jonathan Jordan. He is playing a heck of a second set of beach volleyball right now at Coolangatta Beach. And this is the freedom of having the tall, short combination. Jonathan Jordan knows his role. Serve tough and then make a good defensive option because his blocker and Zucher, the lurker at the net, he's already there in a good position. The Bello brothers, though, still got a little bit of pepper in that shoulder. So 12-15, they needed that. They trail by 3. Second set action. Service errors in the second set are not going to help their cause. So 16-12, the side change. The sun is shining here at Coolangatta Beach. Hope you're enjoying the coverage on Volleyball World, wherever you're watching it around the world. Let us know. Give us some comments. My name is Jonathan Fogarty. A privilege to be bringing you the coverage on my home beach. Got 25 courts up and down the length of this part of the Gold Coast. Got all sorts of junior events, schools events. It's the Volley Slam, the culmination of our summer of beach volleyball here in Australia. This is our last event. We're going out with a bang. The Bello brothers from Great Britain, well, they want to go out with a bang and not a whimper. Their tournament is hanging by a thread at 13-16 down. Here's Zucher bouncing the ball off Joaquin's head. Oh, there's nothing worse, and then the nice apology. That's a nice moment of sportsmanship there from Emmanuel Zucher, just absolutely pounding that ball off the face of Joaquin Bello. On the inside, he's celebrating, but he doesn't want to rub it in too much. So 17-13 now. The Swiss may be running away with this match if the Bello brothers can't bounce a few balls. He returns the favour. Well, 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 Joaquin's got a long memory, hasn't he? I take your apology and I return it thusly. Loving the fight from the young Great British pair. 21 years of age collectively, each and every one of them. The ball coming down the front of Joaquin's block. That's frustrating. It's a clever play, though, from Zucher. It's got to be said. He's played a fast second ball, and it really meant the blocker hadn't formed in time. The ball came down the front. So 18-14 now. It's starting to get into the red zone for Great Britain. He goes left-handed, picked up. Jordan gets a little short set. Oh, what a dig from Bello. My goodness. Oh, and then absolutely dudded him. Goodness me. Well, I thought the Swiss combination were in complete control at that point. But the brothers Bello showed composure beyond their years to wrest the point back 15-18. Well, they've got to leave it all out there now. This is a big moment in this match. There's a nice pickup from Javier, but Joaquin just can't turn and burn. He says, sorry, that's that deep sand here at Coolangatta. If you're the blocker, you've got to land, you've got to turn, you've got to spot the ball and then make a play for it. It's very, very difficult. So 19-15 now becomes 16-19 at the side change. And for the combination of Emmanuel Zucher and Jonathan Jordan from Switzerland, they are feeling much more comfortable. (16-19) with England trailing by 3. But the brothers from Switzerland, or the athletes from Switzerland, one good action away from a match point. Great pickup. Jordan's there again. Look at his composure. That's going to be a tough ball to hit a winner on, and it hits the antenna, so that's a nice play. Backcourt Bello made the dig. Switzerland lost a little bit of structure, and they're going to call a timeout. 17-19 now for Javier and Joaquin. They're going to take a breather. Big thanks to Hancock Prospecting for their support of the sport in Australia for many years now. The AIS and Mikasa. Well, it is all on the line for Javier and Joaquin, the 21-year-old athletes from Great Britain. They trail by 2. 4 points in a row when they take us to a third set. Wouldn't that be breathtaking? For Emmanuel and Jonathan, the Swiss combination. They are one good rally away from a match point ball and a spot in the quarterfinals. First referee invites the athletes back out. It's been played in great spirit. That's what this Futures event has been all about. It's been about the match being, well, the sport being played by these young athletes, these upcoming athletes, but played in a good spirit, and you just love to see it. All right, 17-19. That's the hard-driven ball the Swiss were after. Jonathan Jordan on the low set. That was a nice timeout call. That's going to give them 3 match points to go into the quarterfinal of the Gold Coast Futures event here on the Beach Pro Tour. Switzerland for the win. Zucher is going to come in and try and get a block on the net. Oh, but he can't get it done on this occasion. Joaquin Bello showing some composure. He's going to need to show a lot more. They trail by 2. Match point number 2 for Switzerland. One good dig, one good set, one good swing, and the quarterfinals are theirs, or a service error. My goodness, what a shame for the Bello brothers. Javier and Joaquin have been defeated, and exit the tournament. Emmanuel Zucher, Jonathan Jordan from Switzerland go through to a quarter-final. Congratulations, Javier and Joaquin from Great Britain on a wonderful tournament. We're going to see a lot more of them